Good morning, students. Today's topic is or chapter unit 9, which contain pointers. It is a very important chapter you should know or you should learn. In your previous chapter we have learned the C structure. Okay. This C structure and the function is also handled by pointer very easily. After we learn pointer, we can understand how we can handle the C structure and function very easily. So very carefully learn this chapter pointer. Okay. So the points to be discussed today is first introduction to pointer. Then we understand the pointers. What is pointers? Then we discuss the concept of pointers. Then the benefits of using pointer is also discussed. Now, after all this, we should learn how to declare a pointer variables and how it is initialized. Then a small topic on null pointer, and with an example we can discuss how we are using pointer in with the example with the C program. Okay, so these are the points to be discussed in today's topic. First, introduction to pointer. A pointer in C language is a variable which holds the address of another variable of same data type. That means variable which holds the address of another variable should be the both variable in same data type. So a pointer is a derived data type, we can say. It is built from one of the fundamental data types available in C. Pointers are used to access memory and manipulate the address. Therefore, pointer contains memory addresses as their values. These memory addresses are the location in the computer memory where program instruction and data are stored. Okay. So pointer stored the address of another variable where that variable stored the values of it. Okay. So pointers are undoubtedly one of the most distinct and existing features of C language. It provides power and flexibility to the language. Although pointer may appear a little confusing and complicated for a beginner, but they are powerful tools and handy to use once they understand the concept. So after understanding the concept of pointer, it is easy to use. Okay. Now, understanding pointers. First, all of you know the memory cell should be in this order, and each memory cell contains the address. Now Computer memory is a sequential collection of storage cells. Each cell has a byte size with number called address associated with it. That means the memory cell size using the units byte, okay, and it contains the address value associated with each memory cell. The address number starts from 0. Okay, the address number starts from 0. The last address number depends on the memory size. Suppose system having 64K memory will have its last address value as 65,535. Okay. When we declare a variable, the system allocates somewhere in the memory appropriate location to hold the value of the variable. When we declare a variable, the system allocates somewhere in the memory a appropriate location to hold the value of the variable. Okay. So this is the understanding pointers. Now consider the following example. Int quantity equal to 179. That means int is the data type, quantity is the variable name, and 179 is the assigned value to the variable quantity. Okay. So the system has to find a location for the integer variable quantity, and puts the value 179 in the location. Okay. Now the system has chosen the address location for 5000 for the variable quantity. So quantity is the variable, 179 is the value, and 5000 is the address of quantity. So this is the pictorial representation of a variable. Now during execution, system always associates the variable quantity with the address 5000. Since memory address are simply numbers, they can be assigned to some variables that can be stored in memory like any other variables. Such variables that hold memory address are called the pointers. Pointers variable. So pointers variable is a variable that contains an address which is a location of another variable in memory. That means what is pointer? Pointer variable. A pointer variable is a variable that contains an address which is a location of another variable. That means pointer variable contains the address of another variable. Okay. So variable value, pointer variable in pictorial diagram, quantity, it's hold the value 179 and its address is 5000. Another variable P contains the address of the quantity, and here we mention the address of P. So variable P is the address of variable quantity. We may access the value of quantity by using the value of P. So variable P points to the variable quantity. Okay. That's why P is a pointer. That means variable p contains the address value of the variable quantity. Okay. That's why p is a pointer variable to the variable quantity. Okay. So this is the pointer concept. Now let's discuss the concept of pointer with example. Here int a equal to 10. This is the declaration. Okay. A holds the value 10. Okay. So a is the name of the location or variable name. 10 is the value and this is the location, and the address of the a variable a is 80f. We can access the value 10 either by using the variable name a or by using its address 80f. Now question is how we can access a variable using its address. The memory address are also just numbers. They can also be assigned to some other variable. Okay. The variable which are used to hold memory addresses are called the pointer variables. That means memory address by using memory address we can access a variable. So a pointer holds the address of another variable. By using that variable itself which is declared, we can access it, or we can just use the pointer variable which contains the address of the previous variable. We can access the previous variable easily. Okay. So let's take an example. Previously a is the variable declared, 10 is the value of a, and 80f is the address of variable a. Now we declare a pointer ptr which contains the value 80f, which is the address of the variable a, and the pointer variable ptr is stored in the address location 82c. Okay. So this is the address of pointer. ptr is the pointer name. 80f is the address of a. That means the ptr contains the value 80f, and 80f is the address of the variable a, and a is contain the value 10. Okay. So this is all about the concept of pointer with example. Now let's take a look what are the benefits of using pointers. The first benefit is pointers are more efficient in handling arrays and structure. Okay. Handling arrays and structure, pointers are more efficient. Second point is pointers allows references to function and thereby helps in passing of function as arguments to other function. It reduces the length of the program and its execution time as well. So this is the second point and the third point. And the fourth point is it allows C language to support dynamic memory management. So these are the four benefits if we are using the pointers. Now let's take a look for the declaration of pointer variables. General syntax is, first we have to write the data type, then asterisk, then the pointer name. This tells the compiler three things about the variable pointer name. What are the three things? First, the asterisk tells that the variable pointer name is the pointer variable. Okay. Second is, it needs a memory location. For pointer name needs a memory location. And the third is, pointer name points to a variable of type data type. Okay. Now let's take an example. Int pointer IP. This is the pointer to integer variable. Float pointer FP. Pointer to float variable. Double pointer DP. Pointer to double variable. Char pointer CP. Pointer to char variable. Okay. So this is all about the declaration of pointer variable. The example. Now let's take a look for the initialization of C pointer. Pointer initialization is the process of assigning address of a variable to a pointer variable. Okay. Pointer variable can only contain address of variable of the same data type. Address operator ampersand is used to determine the address of a variable. So pointer initialization is the process of accessing address of a variable to a pointer variable. Pointer variable can only contain address of a variable of the same data type. Address operator ampersand is used to determine the address of a variable. Okay, so let's take an example to understand the initialization of pointer. Has include str.h int main within braces int a equal to 10. Okay, so a holds the value 10. Now int asterisk ptr. Ptr is the pointer variable. Okay, now ptr equal to ampersand a. Pointer initialize. This is the pointer initialize. Now return 0. So this is the example of how to initialize a pointer. Now if we write has include str.h int when start float a int asterisk ptr. Now ptr equal to ampersand a. This code will show the error. Why? Type mismatch here. A is float, in data type is float, but the pointer variable is in integer. So as per the syntax, or should we know, whatever the address of any variable, the data type of the variable and its pointer variable should be the same. So if there occur any type mismatch for data type, so that will occur an error and code will not show, the code will not be executed. Okay. So this example is wrong for type mismatch. Okay. It is also possible to combine the declaration of data variable, okay, declaration of pointer variable and initialization of pointer variable in one step. Example is int x, okay, pointer p equal to %x, 3 in 1. Okay. But if we write int pointer p equal to %x, then x is declared. This is not valid because we should declare the target variable first, then the pointer variable. So this is the decorum of declaration of pointer variable. Now we discuss the null pointer. What is null pointer? It is recommended to assign a null value to a pointer variable, null or zero value. How? A pointer, so first define a null pointer. A pointer which is assigned a null or zero value is called a null pointer. Example is int pointer p equal to null, int pointer p equal to 0. Both are acceptable. Now example of null pointer has include str.h, int main start, int pointer ptr equal to null and return 0. This is the code. Now whatever, now we understand the pointer. With an example we declare it briefly. Has include str.h, int main, okay, int I equal to 10, which holds the value of 10. Now int pointer a, this is the pointer variable. Now a equal to %i. This shows the pointer variable a holds the address value of I. Now so display those value. Printf address of variable I is %u is the format specifier to show the address value of any variable. So address variable is address of variable I is equal to %u, quotation complete, and then we write the pointer variable a. Okay. Now let's display value of the address which is stored by pointer variable is %d, quotation complete, and after comma we should write pointer asterisk with a. Now it's returned 0. Now let's see the output of this example. What would be the output? Address of variable I is 2686728. This address value may vary, okay, from computer system, in other computer system. Now value at the address which is stored by pointer variable is 10. So here we can see when we are trying to find out the address value, we are using the format specifier %u and the variable is a. Okay, and when we want to value of the declared variable I, here we are using the asterisk a. By using this we are easily display the value of I. For general C code, what we are doing? We are just after comma we are using the I directly, but here we are using the pointer variable. By using pointer variable we can declare or we can display the value of I. So this is the example of using pointer. Pointer can easily handle the array and the structure of any variable. So this is all about today's topic. First, understand the concept of this pointer and how it is used. So, and the definition. After understanding this, we are able to continue in the next part of pointer. Thank you.